One of the signs of spring is that the dogs will seek shade because it's a whopping 50 degrees right now. Heat wave. So those are our livestock guardians, Great Pyrenees. And I'm going to quickly run through the difference in summer and winter with regard to these things. What are they? Well, this is a water tank. They have different sizes. You can see I'm in the process of pulling heaters out of tanks and wrapping up cords. We're only supposed to have one more spurt of cold weather. This one did not have a heating tank. We had a whole week of being in the 60s, 70s. A couple days got to the 80s, and then bam, we got this blizzard-like condition. And it went down with a wind chill of minus 22. Minus 11. It was 22 degrees. It was the high that day. That's the day that Izzy delivered 3 goats at 12 o'clock at night. So anyway, this iceberg that's floating in this tank, we have not had freezing temperatures for over 48 hours. And I've even ran a hose. These 2 holes are from me running a whole hose water to fill this up to try to make it melt. So the ground is still quite chilly. And even with the lake effect and me coming and popping it up and down occasionally, you can see it's not melting. So in the winter, you can imagine if this went from completely liquid to a solid block of ice that has taken more than 48 hours to defrost in its own environment, what happens for water for animals when we have those kind of temperatures all winter long. So stock tank heaters. So there's 2 things that you need electricity for on a farm for sure, and if you can't get to a hot wire, you're going to need solar, and that is your wires for shocking, electric wire control to keep animals in places that are unsafe for them. You can see we've had several lines of defense here. This is a union point for 3 paddocks, and we've had male goats in rut, we've had dogs in heat. And the 2 motivating factors in nature are food territory and mating territory. And males will do all kinds of crazy stuff to meet their goals. And if you're going to go into any kind of farming or livestock, you got to know those things. All right, so different size of heaters. Obviously, this is a little larger than this one. This is designed for a 5-gallon bucket, up to about 10-15 gallons. This one can go up a little bit bigger. And then there's actually giant heaters for really big stock tanks for like cattle. Fortunately, we don't have one water source. We keep a water source in each paddock. Gotta be careful because that wire is hot. We just got some girls out of heat and we had to keep the boys. So that said, this is the tank. These get in when the weather's nice, they get dumped daily and refilled daily. When it's 10 degrees outside and it freezes solid and you've got all this electricity running to everything, you're not excited about that. So we do once a week clean out and just top off in the giant crazy freezing cold. So I thought it was interesting to see this block of ice here. And just because I had all this stuff laying here, we're getting ready to put the cords away. I'm gonna go with fingers crossed that we're done with the crazy freezing for more than a day or 2. If it just freezes overnight and it's not a solid block like this, which again, this happened within 12 hours, that solid block within 12 hours when the temperatures get that cold. But usually you'll just get a glazing of ice over the top when the ground's warm enough. And you just come out and kick it with your boot or knock it with a hammer, and it'll break up. And then with the heat of the sun, the animals can get to their water. So hopefully my voice isn't too annoying, and hopefully this is interesting. If not, just keep passing on. We got plenty of good stuff on the channel. But thank you for coming and taking a drink right now as we're talking about this, guys. And you get out of the dog shed. This is our dog food thief. Several times on the channel you'll see her getting in trouble for eating dog food, which is not good for her. All the other goats have learned and been trained to stay out of there. That's the dog barn for these guys. So we'll just go right back, leave off where we started. Happy spring.